So guys, welcome back to the channel, and I'm just on a bit of a midweek treat, and I've treated myself to this Laphroaig. I think hopefully I've pronounced that right, and this is from the island of Islay, Single Malt, as you guys will all know if you're very familiar with these types of things. And I just cask collection, so this was a bit of a treat to myself. It's Father's Day in a couple of weeks, and this was knocked down from about £32 to 25 in Morrisons, so I couldn't resist. I'll just read the back because obviously I'm new to all this, but it says our cask collection Oak Select, and it's the easygoing one apparently, which sounds good. So meet Laphroaig's most laid-back expression. Our master blenders creates this Laphroaig by selecting 5 different casks across a range of ages. They are married together to reach a mellow balance of flavours that opens up the world of Laphroaig to every drinker. It says a subtle blending of peat, reek, glowing embers of oak, and a lasting sweetness. Okay, right, we begin the maturation in our ex-bourbon casks, eventually drawing portions designed for 4 characterful casks: new American oak, quarter casks, PX casks, and European, which I can't pronounce that, Oloroso casks. It's obviously a type of wood, isn't it? Oak. Finally, we marry 3 distinctive liquids together to create a whiskey that's easy to enjoy, but with a complexity that delights. Okay, it's interesting. Okay, lighter in flavour, but still endowed with the distinctive Laphroaig qualities. Oak Select is loved for its versatile, smooth profile. Our easygoing summertime dram. Okay, well, let's see how it goes. Well, the summertime hasn't really arrived. It arrived for a couple of days, I think, and then it's gone away again. So I thought I'd just treat myself to this. So let's give it a go. As I said, first time, I've changed my glass because one of my initial viewers very kindly has given me some really good detail, which I've gone through and given me some recommendations. So I'll be looking out for that particular brand he's recommended to me. But as I was in the supermarket tonight, I just thought I needed another bottle. I would give Laphroaig a go. Now, just before I do the taste test, I've been doing some research on other YouTube channels and some really good stuff out there. Now, this lady's name, I've written it down. She's called Ruth Aisling, and she's a bit of a Scottish traveller, but she's done a lot of reviews on different distilleries in the different regions. I'm starting to learn about, we've got 5 regions. Islay, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, the island of Islay. I watched a video on Campbelltown as well, and the history behind the distilleries, and it used to be obviously known as the whiskey capital of the world, and that's now diminished a little bit. But I've just watched a video the other day, and I think there's going to be another distillery opening there in 2028, so that'll be interesting. Of course, the other regions, and I watched another video, there was one of Ruth's videos described her journey, I think it was in the northeast Highland section of Scotland, where you had Glenlivet and Glenfiddich and a few other distilleries there, which was really interesting, and it's a really good watch. It's coming to my mind now, it's Bayside, so obviously the River Spey and the distilleries that are in that area. So I've got it in my mind now that when I go and do a mountain again in Scotland, I'm going to go and marry it up between a mountain walk as well. Stay there for a couple of days, and I'm going to get a distillery trip under my belt. So that looks really, really good. And I just love some of the videos that people have got on. It's a really whole different world and a journey for me, so it's really exciting. So and also the other thing which I spent some time on, there was I'll try and put the links into these videos, but there's a video that's been up for about 4 years. There's an animation, I think it was the channel's called Explanation Avenue, and it animates the process of making Scotch whiskey, malt whiskey, and talks you through the different ways of adding the peat, and then how it smokes the barley and the malt, and then the distillation process. So I'm starting to understand a little bit more about the triple distilled and the different ways they do it. And the thing that's really intriguing is the amount of alcohol that obviously comes out, and then obviously the way that they produce it and then distill it again. And also it's quite a technical process, really, isn't it? So it makes you wonder, way back when in the 1800s, when they started to produce whiskey, how they chanced upon it and how they blended it. So there's a lot of science that goes into it as well. So I'm going to give this a go, and if I can get the bottle open. So there you go, let's just see. So it says there, this established 1815, this particular distillery, so Laphroaig, and I guess this is an introductory single malt. Yeah, Islay Single Malt Scotch whiskey. So this would be an introduction to their whiskies, their malt whiskies, and I guess you pay more for, let's say, an older blend, an 8-year-old or a 12 or 15-year-old, but we'll give this a go. It doesn't actually say, it says it has a mix on this of, yeah, so meet Laphroaig's most laid-back expression. Our master blenders create this Laphroaig by selecting 5 different casks across a range of ages. So it's got a range of ages in this, so it's not just a 3-year-old, I guess. But look at the colour of that, it's quite light, isn't it? And does it have peat in this? I think yes, it does have peat in this as well. Yeah, a subtle blend of peat, reek, glowing embers of oak, and the embers of oak are obviously in the cask, aren't they? And a lasting sweetness. So let's give this a go, shall we? There's the bottle. You can just see that there. Nicely done, nicely presented, and I like the simplicity. I notice it's also got the appointment of the Prince of Wales on there. So distiller and supplier of single malt. So that last comment might divide a few opinions, I imagine. So let's yeah. Now, interestingly enough, the smell that comes to mind there is, I've had a peat whiskey before, and you can definitely smell it. I've changed the glass. It's not this is the Bailey's glass, but I'll get a proper glass. But I can smell a lot more than I did on the Glenmarnock. Yeah, and that's the peaty smell definitely in it. Yeah. See, that's nice. Yeah, that's definitely very nice. Now I went for a one with a subtle peat because I'm just going to explore those a little bit more, but I didn't want to just jump in feet first and get something and spend 30, 40, whatever pounds on a bottle of malt that I didn't really enjoy, or without tasting it first. But this seemed the right price, and now that peat smell and taste is a desired taste, is an acquired taste, I would say. And it's definitely the taste I've experienced before. So now I know what it is, and but it's on the other one I had, it was a lot stronger than that. So that maybe it was a fuller peat, and I don't think that's to everyone's taste, is it? But certainly Laphroaig, yeah, definitely very nice. A little bit harsher than the the one I had, the last video that I did, Glenmarnock from Aldi, and slight bit more fire to it in the palate. Sounds like I know what I'm talking about, doesn't it? But no harshness. So give it a smell again. Definitely nice. trusty prop here with me, who's hiding right behind my back. This is Alfie, my little Jack Russell, who is looks very young, but he's not. He's about 16 years of age, so he's just sitting here enjoying the fire, pal, aren't you? Yeah? Don't know what's going on, but there you go. I just thought we'd sit him here. Come on, back you go. So, what would I give this in my taste test? So, I would definitely say this is, I think I might have been a bit generous, shall I say, with the last one, but it's all a journey, and as I get my favourites, and I'll have a gauge to go against, won't I? But this is definitely an 8. I definitely say this is really nice. So Laphroaig, there you go. You can get this at the moment in Morrisons for Father's Day here in the UK, and you can get that for about £25. But Oak Select, very nice, well recommended, not harsh, just how I like my malt whiskey. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this quick review. If you like the video that I've done, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you really enjoy this and you want to see me on my malt whiskey journey, and I guess this would be a blended malt, as it said before, so it's a blend. So this is being created, as I said before, through a mix of 5 casks which they put together. So it's referred to as a single malt. So some of the videos that I've been watching have been pretty interesting. So to describe the difference between bourbon and obviously single malt and a blended malt. But this is, I would imagine this is probably a blend of different types, but I'll have to read up more about this. But Laphroaig, definitely recommend this. Very nice indeed. So if you enjoyed this starters review of Laphroaig and from the island of Islay Islands there, it's really recommended. Good, nice and smooth, nice and rounded, should I say. So this is one of my viewers gave me some recommendations of words not to use, and just really nice and rounded in its taste, not harsh, and easy to drink. So I think I might have to sit here and have another tipple, another dram, as they say, and enjoy this and sit by the fire. So if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it the thumbs up, and if you've really enjoyed it, don't forget to give me a subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to grow the channel, and as I said before, one of my aims is to go to a distillery to really understand the process a bit more and get to understand how the flavours are created, and when you talk about things like vanilla and things, how they actually add that to the flavour. So it's a whole new world of exploration for me. Anyway, all the best, hope you're all very well, and cheers.